3, 2, 1. Nope. What in the heck is this? Oh, no. Hey, Goobers, we're in the car today. Shocking! We're in the car today. New steering wheel cover, splatter paint on the steering wheel. Rocking the Cowgirl Hustle. There's already dog hair on this. Cowgirl Hustle hat from my girl farmer Lacey. She started her brand. I'll be wearing her stuff a lot because she sent me a bunch of hats from her new brand. And I got little gummy bear earrings. Those came from the P.O. box a hot minute ago. Why does my hair feel shorter on this side? Let me just... Anyways, today, Goobers, we're chilling in the car because I have here an international box of goodies. I don't know, where's this even from? Not around here, I'll tell you that. I've never seen a box like this. Is this a shoe box? Go for fit. Asaga? Anybody recognize these shoes? Asaga? I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right. From Ailynn? Ailynn. Ailynn. Wow, your street name? Is that a street name? 12 letters? A lot of them repeating back to back. Couple of double A's, couple double S's. Whoa, whoa, whoa! And this box came all the way from the Netherlands. Ailynn from the Netherlands. Ailynn from the Netherlands. Someone from the Netherlands in another country was holding this box, gave it to somebody else, then they put it on a truck or a cart or a wagon, and then they gave it to somebody else and it went on like a plane, maybe a ship, then it went on another truck, then it got passed along people in the U.S. and then somehow got to the middle of the West, the Midwest. This has traveled internationally. It's been handled by many people. And frankly, I'm surprised it's even here. How the heck did you get this here with just string? You just tied it in a bow. This twine? Maybe the postal people don't mess with the twine. They go, that box is going internationally, okay? The total weight says 50,000 something? 50,000 kilograms? Could that be right? 50,000 gigawatts. Oh, you did tie this? I thought it was just a bow, but you did tie it in a knot. Oh, you think it's just a wee little pen? How are you going to cut that open with the wee little pen? No, it's a pair of scissors. Hello. White paper. I like your style. Oh, show me splatter paint right off the top. Whoa! What the heck? Orange and purple? Did you make this? It has 3 eyeballs. Okay, you know what? I understand why you put the paper on top. Because you go, she's going to lose her mind. She's going to lose her mind. She's going to start grabbing stuff. If you don't put paper on top, if you don't shield her from the whole box, she won't get it. Whoa! Is that not... That's the same... Whoa! Wow! Hold on, this little guy right here on this note is this little guy. Oh my gosh. First of all, what kind of paper is this? It almost feels like sandpaper material, but it's a card. Look how big this card is too. That's over like bigger than a sheet of paper. They make cards bigger in the Netherlands. Put that in your fun facts. Okay, there's multiple notes here. Greetings, awesome human. This is written by an alien. My name is Ailynn and I am 30 years young. Oh, I am too, sister. Join the club. People often confuse my name with alien. Ailynn. Okay, so maybe we're right on the pronunciation. Sohij. Is that a Netherlands word? Sohij. In some way, you now received your first mail from an alien. Not even only international mail, it's outer space mail. I heard you mention this in one of your last videos and immediately thought I need to write to her. Oh my god, this is so fun. Woo, international mail. I live in the north of the Netherlands. Oh my god, okay. We need to put a warning on this. I'm going to pronounce stuff wrong. Friesland, and the A has an arrow on top, like an accent. Friesland, with my kid Liam, 9 years old, and my 2 kitties, Baloo, 12 years old, whoa, and Kenzie, 12 weeks old. Look at the spectrum of cats. Friesland. I live in the Friesland of the Netherlands. I'd be saying it all the time. From the start, you really reminded me of my dear friend with whom I lived with for 2 to 3 years during college. We're not sure how long of time. 2 to 3 years. She is just as crazy, chaotic, and unapologetically herself. I don't see her much anymore. She is now doing what I believe she is meant to do. She moved to Bulgaria to take care of the many stray dogs there. She would do anything for those dogs. She would rather feed the dogs and pay the veterinary bill than feed herself. She has a Facebook page dedicated to her work called Dog Rescue Bulgaria, if you would like to look it up. I've been watching your videos for quite some time, although I have missed the debut of Alloy. The cactus, you missed the beginning of it all? What video all the way from the Netherlands did you happen to fall upon on the interwebs? And you go, this girl, she lives in the U.S.? Okay, is this an average American? I absolutely love your content. It always turns a smile on my face. Not puts a smile on my face, it turns a smile on my face. Love that. I especially love your P.O. Box openings and see your reaction to receiving all those loving gifts and letters. So I just really needed to send you some love from the Netherlands. Oh my gosh. Wanted to do so for quite some time, and the alien thing was my cue to do so. That's a sign from the universe. Literally. I do not want to just send a card. I also immediately grabbed my crocheting needles to create an alien buddy. She just gets the whole, she's like, we're gonna paint a picture. And of course, some typical goodies snacks from the Netherlands couldn't miss. I think you could make some amazing content dedicated to diving into the culture, language, foods of a specific country. You're an amazing human. You are unapologetically you, and that is so beautiful about you. You're an inspiration to be who you are, to just be your beautiful self. Oh, sounds like a big tongue twister. Stay unapologetically you. Much love, Ailynn. Oh, even the back is splatter painted. Okay, you crocheted this little purple guy. Look at the little bow tie. Look at the little smirk on the face. Perfectly matches it. Like, you had to made this card, too. You're so insanely talented. Do you hear the sound, the texture of this card? It's not normal paper. It's not shiny paper. It's a little rough. It's almost sandpaper, but it's like they sanded down sandpaper. Now, to get this orange effect that's almost like see-through because it's the alien beam, is this like melted, glued on tissue paper? Almost like a paper mache. Get back to me. Oh my gosh, what is this? Cats! We got cats! This is Ailynn and her son, I'm guessing. Look at these two goofballs, these two goobers. Oh my gosh, we got funny faces on the back. Love that. Here's the cats. Wow, these are pretty cats. You guys see that? I love these like big pictures too. I think we're doing a presentation. What is all this? Okay, hi. Like you, I like to let my creative juices flow. And one of my favorite opportunities to do so is during Sinterulas? Sinterulas. The festival holiday celebrated on December 5th honors the birthday of the OG St. Nicholas. The tradition involves drawing names to become someone's secret gift giver. For your chosen recipient, you prepare a gift, a poem, and a handmade surprise. Surprise is in quotes. Creative craft that serves as a wrapping for the gift. Okay, love that. I always try to make something extravagant because I really enjoy making them and seeing the receiver's reaction. On the back are some photos of my past creations. Hand cramp. From writing. Hand cramp, it says. These are amazing. I'll put pictures in. A capsule. This is like, is that a Pokemon? No, it's from that one game. Minecraft, maybe. Whoa, this one's a full-on cat? And a Red Bull racing truck? Another tradition of Sinterulas is receiving your first letter in chocolate. What? Eating way to many spiced nuts, but the word was Udarudanaten / Peppernotten. Oh, just don't mind me just eating chocolate to get down to my Udarudanaten. So in this box, you'll find some of your own personal chocolate letters, and my mouth's watering, and a chocolate-covered Krudanaten. As I live in Friesland, I had to add some typical souvenirs and snacks. The Frieski Doomkeys, in parentheses, Frisian thumps, seemed very fitting as you compare your head with a thump of a regular basis. You compare your head with a thump on a regular basis. Oh, a thumb! I compare my head, it looks like a thumb. It does. I have a thumb-shaped head. Yes, I do. I also found some snacks called Kongen Koodles. Bunny poopies. Bunny poopies? I've never had them, but the name is hilarious. Some typical Dutch snacks are the stroopwafels. I think I've had those. I have in that one international snack box. And licorice. Ooh, but it's spelled different than I've seen it here. The Netherlands is known for its tulips and wooden clocks. Tulips and wooden clocks? Are you sure you're not talking about clogs? The shoes, clogs? So I got you some cute souvenirs. On the clocks and socks are heart-like shapes. These are called pampelbladen and are part of the Frisian flag. You maybe would... You know what this kind of feels like? We're in a group project, and Ailynn did all the work, and then on the day of the presentation, she's out sick, and I'm trying to read it and act like I know what I'm talking about, and I'm like, oh yes, those are called the Pampelbladens, and those are part of the Frisian flag, and everyone's like, girl, you did not do any of the work. No, I did not. You maybe wouldn't expect it, but the Netherlands has the best chocolate bar that exists, in my opinion. The Tony Chocoloni. The Tony Chocoloni. I love how all of these things kind of rhyme. Or like they're very word flow. The Krudanaten. They're very fun, flowy words. There are many different flavors, but my kryptonite is the salted caramel. I also like salted caramel. Enjoy. Haha. Made it. Hand cramp again. What an amazing letter. Let's dive into the box. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, the socks. Original Friesland quality. Reba Life socks. I know a woman named Reba. Country music star. Look, it says the name on them. Oh my gosh, I got international socks. Who's saying that? Oh my gosh, look at the bunny poop ones. There's literally a picture of a bunny on there. Standing next to his poop. Friesk Dumpkies. They look like, to me, just like little crackers. Little crackers, maybe little biscuits. They kind of look like Biscoff cookies. So the Frieski Dumpkies seem very fitting as you compare your head to a thumb on a regular basis. Look at the sugar crystals on that. The back has little air bubbles in it. You know what these taste like? There's a hint of like, not seeds, but you see how there's like maybe something else in there besides just like the cookie? These taste like, you know those tins of cookies that people get? There's like that little pretzel looking one with all the big flakes of sugar on there, whatever it is. Kind of tastes like those. I'm always going to try and compare stuff to stuff that I've had so that more people can wrap their brain around it. Tastes like those cookies that come in that thing. Somehow a tin of those always show up at our door every year. These are good. Very interesting. There's like nuts or something baked into these. But this feels like a homemade bag. Like this feels like I went to the corner store, the souvenir shop of my city or my town and bought these. Very cute. I love the little branding. Oh, and again, things in the flag. Okay, very interesting. These are pretty good. When did you mail this? April 11th. These are chocolate crude notten. And I'm going to try and read the under part, maybe a tagline. Zijin Kanaprig and Heerlik als Strudegood Udanaten Erlik. Zin Copenhagen and Erlik al Skugadugish al Newton Geek. Look how pretty this purple bag is. You could see how I was having trouble with reading this. I love the purple with the stars on there. They got pictures of the product on there. This one says, another tradition of that holiday, eating way too many of these. Cruda Newtons, also known as pepper nottons. Ooh, I see white chocolate and milk chocolate, dark chocolate. I'm not even sure. Tastes like a chocolate covered like ginger snap. This is unlike chocolate I've had before. I can't pinpoint it. I can't figure it out. I want to bite into one. Yeah, that's what the inside looks like. I think the insides of all of them are the same. The white chocolate is very interesting. I really like them. These kind of have the Cheeto effect. Do you ever like just let a Cheeto like basically melt in your mouth? It kind of evaporates like a cotton candy effect. These are good when you do that. Pop a couple. Put them in your cheek. Talking at the holiday celebration. Oh, I love the holiday celebration. And just like stuffing the croutons in your face. And you're like, The chocolate is good. It's like a milk chocolate. But it's not like a recognizable chocolate like an M&M's or like a Snickers bar. So it almost tastes like a little like mom and pop shop chocolate. These are pretty good. I like these. This is the type of candy or snack. If someone had this in a bowl out at a party, I'd be snacking on these. These are great. I like how there's different types of chocolate in the bag. It's not all the same. When do you ever see companies in the US mixing a white, a dark, and a milk chocolate all in one bag? Okay, they always make you buy like a specialized chocolate for each one. Okay, they're onto something here. And just like over here in the US, I enjoy the white chocolate one the most, and then the milk chocolate, and then the dark chocolate. There you go. There you go. I see these. These look like little pieces of chalk, or maybe one time when I was in Ohio with Farmer Lacey at Jungle Gyms, we tried like these. I don't know if it was like Amish licorice, but it tasted like little blocks of like nasty coated candy, and I did not like them. I wonder what these are, because I don't think you talked about them in your letter. School. Our word for school. The school cricket. The school cricket? The Zachzote. Oh, I think this is licorice. You put typical Dutch snacks such as stroop waffles, which I see in here, which I've tried before. I'm going to try these over on the Patreon because I've had these before. And then international snack box. And then it says licorice. Okay! This looks like an intimidating, but it looks like little pieces of chalk. A little arrow. It says, enigi aket. They're like, it's edible, just try it. I don't believe you. They've been making these since 1878. Who is keeping these in business? That's like black licorice in the U.S. Everyone's like, who is keeping black licorice in business as a flavor? All right, we got to try it because it came all the way from the Netherlands. Oh my gosh, it smells like a box of raisins. It smells like a box of raisins in a locker room of a chlorinated public pool. Whoa! Can you picture it? Oh yeah. These are chalky. These look like little horse pellets almost. Who is just snacking on these in the middle of the day? If I saw these at a bowl in the middle of a party, I'd be like, why is there a chalkboard around? Are we gonna start doing some old school mathematics? We're not supposed to eat those, right? What's that? They're like, no, that's licorice. That's international licorice. I was like, I'd like to be internationally excused because I don't want to eat them. You shipping it all the way out here. I'm gonna stop procrastinating. We're gonna try this licorice. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Nope. The last second I was like, I should get a napkin to spit it out. But you know what? I could just spit it out the window and I'll pick it up later. 3, 2, 1. Huh? It's not hard. There's like a coating on the outside. I crunched into it. Oh, okay. Black licorice. What in the heck is this? It's kind of good, but the texture is so... Is it chocolate licorice? I literally had to look at the texture in the mirror because I was like, does it look like it feels? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I don't like that. Oh my God. Oh, it's in my teeth. It's like when you wake up from a nightmare and you're still scared. Oh, what kind of an optical illusion is that? What in the heck are these? It tasted like the outside that was kind of sweet. A fun, interesting, almost like a powdery frosting flavor. So I started cracking off the pieces of the outside, so that became like little shards of powdery frosting with a false sense of security that was going to be good. And then it was almost the texture of like a Mike and Ike candy, a little chewy, trying to figure it out. And then the inside was like a mix of eating like a box of not wheatgrass. What's that cereal? The wheat something? The wheat bites? The Wheaties? Wheaties, like that weird, like interlaced reddish texture mixed with like raisin Vegemite goo. And then it all just mixed together at the end for the grand finale. And then it just became like a hot mess in my mouth. And as I chewed it, it seemed to warm up like having a hand warmer in your gums. And then all the flavors started to mix and it just started to get like hot medicine flavor. But what a trip. That was a roller coaster. The ups, the downs. These are nuts. I'm going to make everybody I know try these. That is, I don't think I could re-explain what the hell just happened, okay? If you ever want to take your taste buds for a trip, and you also want to be totally distracted from what you're doing in the immediate present, eat one of these. There's so many words on the back of it, like another tagline, a description, and the very last word just says bite. This will take a bite out of your lifespan. You can't be snacking on these 24/7. I'm sorry. I would give these a 0 out of 10, but they deserve a 2, because wow, is that a crazy experience? Okay, next we have to try the bunny poop. The bunny poopies, as she said. They literally put a rabbit on the front. And this is his poopies. The canine cootles. The canine cootles. I would really like to keep this box if I cannot destroy it, because this is just a fun box. I also found some snacks called the canine cootles. Never had them, but the name is hilarious. Okay, she's never even had these. Oh, they have another one of those coatings on them. This is not how they look on the front of they look chocolatey on the front of this box. They look dusty like that last one on here. This looks like you rolled a bunch of Reese's Puffs through some sand, a sawdust. Oh, it smells like a raisin prune barbecue sauce. Why am I getting that? I think these are more licorice. I'm taking one for the team because Ailynn has not even had these. Okay. Where did that go? Oh my... No! Ew. What are those? Oh no, they smell like fertilizer now that I think about it. It tastes like poison. It tastes like a fertilizer poison. I'm sorry that this is a snack from your country. I apologize. I don't want to keep this box now. Who is eating these? I couldn't even give it. I mean, I can literally see where it rolled down my leg. And that one was a hard candy. That one you gotta muster through. It is like the opposite of a warhead. In the U.S., we have these things called warheads. They're soury little candies, and you can kind of crunch on them at the end. Oh my gosh, I'm allergic to it. At least, with those, they're just sour. Sour is a flavor profile. These taste like a warning. My taste buds are warning me that whatever the heck you are goofing off and eating, it's not right. Ailynn, you could pass on these. I'm so glad you could ship them across the world for me to try them. You don't have to try these. These are gross. If I was interrogating somebody and I really needed to get some answers out of them, I'd make them eat a couple of these. I guarantee you they would tell me whatever information I needed to know. Okay. I thought the bunny poop was a joke. I thought it was going to be like, we make in the U.S. sometimes we joke about stuff being like something poop and animals poop. It just means it's covered in chocolate. Reindeer poop. Isn't reindeer poop something? Raisins covered in chocolate? Something. When international people talk about it, it's like the joke doesn't translate. This is more of a fear factor sort of thing. Eat some bunny poopies if you dare. Okay, there's it sounds like a little trinkets. Look at this is a cute little packaging here. Little ladybugs on a package. Oh! Look at little wooden... Okay, did I not say clogs? I think she wrote clocks. Little wooden clocks. I think she meant clogs. So look at the little keychain. Look at those. Oh my gosh. These are so cute. The symbols, it says the city name. It says Friesland. I'm going to hang this in my office. Look at these little wooden tulips she sent. That is so beautiful. These are so well made and like handcrafted. That's going to look so cute in a little centerpiece somewhere. Oh my gosh, an orange and purple, my favorite colors. Did you do that on purpose? Because I just noticed that they're my favorite colors. And the different shades of orange and purple to make it look like different layers of the flower with little white highlights. Amazing craftsmanship. These are literally the souvenirs that I would get if I went and visited your city. Oh, look at that bug. Is that bug on the outside? It better be. Okay. This is the letter. Is it S for snaps? You get to pick the letter? Gosh, I love this. Okay, another tradition of Sinterloos is receiving your first letter in chocolate. Wow, look at that. It's just like milk chocolate to me. I think that's the same milk chocolate that was in that purple bag. I wonder what the letters mean, though. Do you just get a letter that means something to you? It has to do with your name or something significant? Something. I wish I could read this. It almost kind of is more fun to not be able to read what are in things when you're trying them. Like going in like super open-minded, and I'm not trying to think of all the flavors it should be. I'm trying to think if we do something similar to that in the US as like receiving your first food-related thing as part of a holiday, and I can't think of one. I like the idea of it. Maybe like drinking a beer with your dad on your 21st birthday. Like I can't think of. No, it's not like you can't have like lasagna unless it's like your 13th Christmas. You know what I'm talking about? Like you're allowed to have lasagna whenever. I don't know. I really like that. Maybe we should implement something. Maybe like you can't have a milkshake until you're 16 and get your driver's license and can drive yourself. It's like a rite of passage is to go drive yourself to a diner and pick up your very first milkshake. Something like that. That'd be kind of fun. Okay, last but not least, this is a chunky bar of chocolate. A chunky bar. Love the packaging. Bright orange. This is such a fun orange. It's not a construction orange. It's like a little more dull than that. Tony's Chocolina. Looks like Choco Lonely. Tony's Chocolonely. And she got the salted caramel flavor, which it says milk caramel zizoot. Does that mean salted? Zizoot. It says, I also love the font. Are you kidding? This reminds me of like a retro, like 70s TV show font. Gilligan's Island? Okay. There's English on the back. It says, crazy about chocolate, serious about people. That's a great slogan. And then it goes right into another language. Yike, I don't know. And then it says, doje mi? Question mark at the end. Doje mi? Do you want some? Have you tried some? You maybe wouldn't expect it, but the Netherlands has the best chocolate bar that exists, in my opinion. There are many different flavors, but my key kryptonite is the salted caramel one. Oh, let's pop this sucker open. This is giving me Charlie and the Chocolate Factory vibes. I've got the golden ticket. I've got the golden ticket. Oh, it opens up into a whole piece of paper. You guys know I love paper and I love packaging. The red from the front is now the inside of this. What the heck does this say? Oh, this is something about money. I don't know if this is an advertisement or a warning. This looks like a money sign. Maybe it's money back. Maybe it's about recycling. Maybe it's about something that is way over my head and I am not qualified to talk about. Who knows? I'm going to put that over there. I feel like international countries and places make like their go-to chocolate bar like the end-all be-all of chocolate bars. You know, they're like jumbo size. Where in the US, like a Hershey's chocolate bar, the most basic of all, is like pretty small and thin. Which is funny because the US is always known for like bigger portions, overconsumption, all that other stuff. Oh! There's not like a uniformed crack in the chocolate. Like, oh, we're going to break off like even pieces. Look at this. How would you share this with friends? How do I just break off a piece? Oh gosh, okay, that was a big chunk. That's a different type of chocolate than that is. That other stuff we tried. That was a way more subtle flavor, subdued. This, I don't know if it's the damn salted caramel in here. That tastes like little pieces, almost like toffee. Almost like a Heath bar. That is very good. It's so rich. I'm getting like cracks of pieces of salt in the best sense. I don't know how to explain it. Like, that is nuts. Yeah, you can see on the bottom, it's almost like a toffee. Here we have the Heath bar. That's like a hard toffee that will like literally crack the molars right out of your face. This is like they took a Heath bar and like cut up all that toffee and then just like tossed it in as little bits of this chocolate bar. You can see that a lot of it's like on the bottom because you really can't tell from the top that it has like a flavor. I wonder what other flavors they have, like a mint chocolate. Oh, maybe a white chocolate. Oh, okay, I think that'll do it. My goodness, was this video a hoot and a holler, okay? Ailynn, thank you so much. What a goober. Thank you so much for sending this package, and you thought of a theme and a card and the crochet to the thing and the goodies and the souvenirs and the snacks, and some were good and some were bad and some were, who the heck is eating that? Even internationally, I can't understand why some snacks have have lasted the test of time. That's a mystery for another day. Okay, thank you so much. You're so insanely talented between the card making, the letter writing, the theme, the thoughtfulness. Thank you so much. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you to all. I always like to take a second to thank all my international goobers. Sometimes I think there must be a language and cultural barrier. But then again, you're still here. I don't get it. Thank you so much for giving me in my Midwest sense of humor, try. This YouTube community, it involves goobers that are across state lines and from different parts of the US and different countries. We expand across the world and across universes. Are you kidding? That's such a goober thing to do. Be like, it's technically from the Netherlands, but it could also be outer space. That's fine. Put that one on the P.O. Box map. The Netherlands, aka, parentheses, asterisk, star, 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 outer space. Oh! Like, subscribe. I'm gonna go try the Stroopin' waffles, and I'm gonna go look up some pronunciations over on the Patreon. I'm saying everything wrong. Over on the Patreon, because I definitely have not been saying anything correctly. I love this guy too. Riley's dog hair's all over this thing already. What'd you do today on your Friday? I'm like, I got me some international socks. I'm just gonna keep looking up Dutch pronunciation. Vrijskadomkes. Vrijskadomkes. I think I got that one. Some vrijskadomkes. Cloudnote. The chocolate letter is called a cloudnote. Sinterklaas. Oh, it's Sinterklaas? I thought her K was a U. Hey. Hey.